Ciao Paolo. In the meantime, if you want to share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, for making direct connection, it's easier and faster. Also to reach out to directly. Okay, I think that we can start. That way, if someone joins in the meantime, I will use the chat. Just to make a quick overview of these kind of events. This is a recurring events. We organize one per month of this event, and the goal is to make direct connection between founders, first of all, and also naturally with the investors. To make the direct connection easier and faster. First of all, don't be shy. The goal of this event is not to embarrassing no one. And also is just to make that a connection. So it's important to say what you are doing, what you are working on, because if no one know what are you working on, it's hard to find a point for that connection. And we will start with Gianpaolo, the Biase, that I will introduce in a few minutes. And just to make a quick overview about GETINVESTORS platform, consider that it is a B2B matchmaking platform between founders and investors. It's like a Google Map, vertical and specific about startup ecosystem. So the goal is to find the direct connection, the direct contacts that you need in your specific country or industry. Maybe you are working in the food tech or in the clean tech or in the energy sector, or are you looking for investors maybe in your country or in the next one? So this is the goal of the platform. And I will introduce Gianpaolo, that is the partner of Rigel Ventures, that is one of the most active angel investor group in Italy. And so please, Gianpaolo, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Gianpaolo. Thanks a lot for the introduction. I'll be very quick because I want to leave the stage to the startuppers and their ideas. So I'm joined here with Paolo Di Feo and Tullio Favretto. We are representative of Rigel. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
The screen. Yeah, right. So the naming convention came from this star, which is part of the Orion constellation, and specifically is the left foot of these system stars. Rigel is a blue supergiant. It came out a few years ago. We started as a group of angel doing individual deals, and then it mutated into an investment vehicle. At the moment, it counts more than 30 partners plus 6 general partners. Everyone is an industry leader, top manager, but mainly entrepreneurs and business angels. The founding team is the 6 of us with Tullio and Paolo. They are here in the call with me. But we are all entrepreneurs locally in Italy, but also globally. The characteristic that we have in common, we are all entrepreneurs, as I was saying, but also heavy software engineers. We started with that, and then we collapsed into an entrepreneurship journey. As our vehicle, what we do, we invest in pre-seed and seed, typically the ticket of 50K. The domain is really agnostic. We have invested in multiple domains, but really our focus is technology. So we want to see startups that are able to scale and have a big software component that can allow a global scale. Typically, we have seen a region of Europe and Africa, but we have invested also, we have seen also in other areas. What we usually do, given that we start with startups very early stage or in a seed stage, we help them out also with collateral help, given that we have a strong experience. All of us, we have funded ex-funders or current funders of startups. So we have accumulated a collective knowledge, which is quite strong. And we can help with, the structure of the business and also connections, especially in the B2B aspect, and help with IT software infrastructure. And in the team, we have also people that are strong on a marketing and communication side. Again, our strength is really to bring forward the startup and get it to the next level. That's pretty much it. You have here my contact information. I'll be shared with you in the chat, and I'm looking forward to see all your presentations.
Thank you very much, Gianpaolo. I would like to ask to the audience if you have any questions for the just to make this conversation, more interesting. For example, the last time there was these questions. If you have some specific preference about the industry, or if you are generalist vehicles.
Yeah, no, as I was saying, no, we are pretty much agnostic. We don't have any specific industry. We have invested in a few, but yeah, we prefer companies that have a strong software component, because that's what we can analyze better as a group and make better choices, we hope.
Thank you. Do you have any other questions, please, from Gianpaolo? Yeah, Alvaro, have a question? Hello, Alvaro.
Yes, hello. I wanted to ask, because we are a B2C, we are only 2 weeks old, but I wanted to ask how much traction do you need to go to you for a B2C idea?
You can have traction relative to surveys that you do with your target audience and really bring that to the table. Probably too early. It's something that we struggle to really evaluate, but we can help on that side if it is a good idea and we think that in other markets, for example, the same idea or similar has been very much successful and used. So we can really try to see if you can replicate and you have all the skills to do that.
Any other question? Don't be shy, guy.
I think we can start, Gianpaolo. So
yeah, with the pitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready, Frank?
Yes, I am.
Just to make a quick, in the meantime, guys, I will follow I will give a quick priority to the people that are already registered on the GETINVESTORS platform, and after everyone can go ahead, and we will start basically following the raise of the hand. So just If you have already an account on the raised hand, just go ahead and I will follow the list. So now it's time for the people that already have an account on GETINVESTORS. If you want to raise the hand, I will follow the list. Perfect. Okay, Frank, you can start in the meantime.
Great, thank you. Hi, I'm Frank from Panos.AI, and we are building the first data and AI-powered digital advisor that helps to automate businesses more successfully. So like ChatGPT, but for process automation. And even today, the biggest challenge of organizations is to understand the opportunity for automation, especially in the area of customer experience and employee experience. So the result is, even after a lot of consulting from the Big Four, there are a lot of unsuccessful projects, a very small impact on the overall business, and companies are still losing a lot of revenue because they don't automate their business processes. And the solutions they pick today all have one major problem. It takes too much time, money, effort, or at the end, still leaves a lot of unanswered questions. So we put together our 30 years of experience in data, AI, and process automation consulting, not to write books, blogs, and create YouTube videos, but to build Panos.AI. And Panos.AI is able to answer the three most important questions of companies. Where and why should I automate? Which kind of solution should I use? And how to actually do it successfully? And whatever happens on the platform, Panos.AI learns based on the input of users. So it can not only give specific personas an overview about the automation potential in the company, but also specific benefits to the business process or department. It helps them to really drill into the business processes and the tasks with the respective financial value and the classified automation potential, as well as comparing their business processes and tasks to the industry average automation potential or efficiency. It helps to understand what applications are used in the businesses and on which occasions there is a peak workload which can be reduced by automation. And after that information, the platform is able to recommend the best matching software products and partners which can help the business to automate the business process. And all that happens through collaboration on the platform itself, so between decision makers and employees. And with Panos.AI, we want to build the future ecosystem for automation, where companies can easily, fast, inexpensive, and sustainable and scalable run their automation initiatives strategically. And we can do that based on the power of natural language processing for any company in any industry in the world. So there is already data available about 700,000 companies. We could have 90,000 potential partners, solution partners in the marketplace. And the recent evaluation of this market is more than $1 trillion with a growth of 12% per year. We've already gathered data about 700 companies in Germany where we already can create insights. And this year, we extended this data lake of companies to more than 450,000 companies and signed a strategic partnership with Europe's biggest telecom company, where we do develop together a use case to match needs of enterprise customers to 750 startup projects. And to scale our still small team and project, we are currently looking for funding in terms of business angels and investors to have or to close an investment of a bit more than $500,000 in mid of this year. And we are still looking for talent to grow our team in different areas. And based on the 4 projects we're currently working on, we are looking for more customers and partners which want to do a pilot project with us. So if you're interested in investment, working with us or partnering with us, please reach out, Frank at Panos.AI.
Thank you very much, Frank. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, in this way is easier to reach out directly. And in the meantime, I can just following the rise of the hand. Go ahead, Laura.
Thank you. I'll share my screen. Perfect. Okay. Hello. Good evening. I'm Laura. I'm the co-founder and CEO of reLi. We are rethinking the way we manage batteries, especially energy storage solutions, by extending their lifetime and increasing their profitability. We saw that there are two main problems in the battery space, in the stationary energy storage space. The first one is that there is a rising need for battery data. This means that the data that is in the batteries, for example, the state of health and the state of charge, is not known to the users. And for this reason, there are some problems in understanding, for example, when they will need to they will need to be replaced, or they want to be maintained, etc. And there is another problem for user, which is that the batteries are still very expensive to buy, and this will mean that due to the high investment, there will be low savings in the future over the lifetime. So we created this solution. We are developing an innovative and smart battery energy management system that can optimize the battery performance and increase the lifetime. So just to give some numbers, we can decrease the carbon emission of using stationary energy storage by 35%. We can increase the savings up to 70%, and also increase the lifetime up to 35%. So how it works is that we first connect to the battery with our solution. This will be a software solution that can be installed in hardware available already at the customer, or some hardware that you can buy off shelf. Through the connection, we read some parameters, and then through some methods, we can estimate which is the health of the battery and the state of charge. These are key parameters that are needed to the customers usually, so we can give them analysis on the battery, how the battery is doing. And this is the first step to then do what we actually do best, which is our optimization and control. So this is actually what we do different from the competition that usually only provide analytics. So what we do is that we optimize, thanks to this data, the way we can use the battery. And then we can communicate back to the battery and to the energy management system or any other device that is connected, how to operate more efficiently the battery. And in this way, we can increase the lifetime. And we can also predict how much it will last, and how much and when will be needed some maintenance, for example, etc. Our target customers are battery manufacturers and energy management system companies, and we have a pricing per year, and this will depend on the size of the project. So for example, for an average project of 1 MWh, we will charge around 5,000 euros per year, and the length of a project should last between 15 and 20 years. This is the team. We have experience in the energy field for the past 5 years. We studied at top universities in Europe, and also worked in top energy companies, and also worked with some startups, specifically in energy storage and energy management systems. At the moment, we already raised 200,000 euros from prizes and grants. We have a prototype and a laboratory demonstration, and we are now installing our first pilot project, and also working on filing a patent on our innovation. At the moment, we're also looking for 300,000 euros for continuing doing pilot project and get our product to the market at the end of this year. And then finally, we will need additionally in 2024 an investment of 1.5 million to then increase our installations and reach a 15 million revenue by 2026. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura. if you have, if you can share your LinkedIn profile, please, in the chat.
Yes.
And in the meantime, I will follow the. If you want to raise your hand, guys, just raise your hand. I can follow the list of the pitch. I'm just looking, the order.
How can I know if I have raised my hand or not?
Yeah, you can.
No, how can I know whether I did or not?
If you raise the hand, I receive a notification. So
I think I already did. Can you check on that, or?
Let me check. Yeah, you can go. Go, Roberto.
It's my turn.
If you want, yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the project I'm presenting tonight is called Dokyl. Dokyl is a project which is creating in a company called 2BPE, a benefit company where the name stands for to the benefit of people on Earth, just to share some of the values behind this project. The problem that I'd like to solve is the problem of managing documents. Documents have become digital, have become more and more PDFs. And there is still one document, I'm talking about bills, any kind of document that you can think of, but there is still one document which is very much a paper document, which is the receipt. The receipt is the document that everyone gets every time we do a purchase. There are some good points with receipts because they have a lot of value in the data that they have. So there is time and place indication. They are needed for a number of reasons like warranty, return, expense reporting. Is the story of all our purchases. And many times it is useful to share them with relevant people like the tax advisor. On the other hand, there is bad of the receipts. They are a piece of paper which is polluting the environment, and that many times we basically throw in the first bin available. So the solution to that is Dokyl. So it's an app and a web app where you can have all your documents stored and organized together with the data which are taken from the documents. It can be used for control of expenses, financial education. On the app side, of course, you have the tool to receive the digital receipts, to manage your due dates, to help you with to support your purchases. I'd like to have some gamification, and of course, there is an environmental target or a scope to this project. With regard to receipt, what is the solution? The solution is that you can identify yourself either with an OCR or a barcode or some other way, also with NCR, and you get your receipt in digital format instead of paper format. Or even better would be if I pay digital, I get the receipt. So I don't have to identify myself, because in the payment, I'm telling the point of sale that I am a Dokyl user and I want my receipt in digital format. How to make revenue? Revenue is building functionalities and services based on these digital documents. The first functionality is the reporting one, where you can, if you, let's say, configure the app properly, you can report an expense where you have not received an invoice by a simple tab. And Dokyl will have the integration with, for example, a expense report solution like SmartText or SAP Concur. Or I will create a PDF or an XML or an Excel file, whatever you need. What is the business model? It's a SaaS model with a monthly or a yearly fee. The target are like professional people. So one-man company or big and large companies like you will see Deloitte or some other companies. There are a number of competitors in the market. Some of them are doing only part of what Dokyl wants to do, so it has a limited scope. I'd like to have a comprehensive solution which covers a number of functionalities. An interesting competitor is, for example, Garantisi in Italy. They provide, they charge you €3 to €5 to keep your receipt in digital format, and they support you in case you need support with one of your purchases. I'm talking about electronics and this kind of purchases. There are a number of also of application or apps where you can use to take a picture of your receipts and to store them and to do some analysis. What Dokyl wants to do is to avoid taking pictures also for the expense reporting, but get the digital receipt in digital format. Traction. I have no traction. I have no traction because I am facing a challenging situation because I need to talk to point of sale solutions, and the names that you see on the screen are some of the companies I'm working with. Epson, which produces the printers, Tilby, Mytech are part of the Zucchetti group, with a very large group for point of sales. Team System, another large group, and Novenex is an Olivetti distributor. I need also to talk to shops to convince them to move to the digital receipt. The top ones that they already are basically have the solution because it's running and is working with some of the shops. The other ones are companies I'm working with, trying to get convince them to adopt the solution. And I also need to talk to companies, and the name you see there is Deloitte, because I actually work in Arthur Andersen, which is now Deloitte for 10 years.
Sorry, Roberto, if I interrupt you. Are you running out of the time? I just would like to make quick questions. I think interesting for also for the audience about your product. Two quick questions. For example, one, is it possible when you scan the recipe, for example, is it possible to import the data, the numbers, or what is, or I have to insert?
No, it's okay. First of all, I don't think about, okay, the plan is to get the receipt in digital format so that you receive a PDF.
Okay.
And from a PDF, you can get all the data that you want.
Okay.
You don't have to type anything.
Okay. And the second question is it possible to connect with the accounting? Because, you know, the problem in this topic is that the time and the energy that everyone spend to send the data to the accounting and make scanning of the recipe and all of this stuff.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, the name you see, the first name you see is Fattura 24, which is an accounting software.
Yeah.
Like Fattura in Cloud or any other accounting system that can be done through APIs.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Roberto.
If anyone wants more information.
Yeah, if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat. Yeah.
I've already done that.
Yeah, in this way. And the next one, can you raise the hand, guys? Because I don't know the list. I don't see the list of the people. Don't be shy. As you can see, is super informal. Is the goal is to make direct connection of everyone. Go ahead, Giulia. I saw that you are also already on the platform, so you can go.
Yes, I am, but I actually saw that Geofrey raised hand first, so I don't. Can you hear me?
Because I don't know why I don't see the list.
His own
raise the hand, but if you want, you can go.
Before.
You can go ahead.
I just. Okay. Just let me perfect. I was the person before me, but okay, I'm ready. Okay. Do you see? Are you able to see it?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. Can you? I don't know.
See your slide.
Can you now?
Yeah, now, yes.
Okay. So, okay, I'll start with, okay, great. I'll start with a quote from Steve Jobs, who once said that death is very likely the single best invention. The CEO of Zephorum talks about dead people. In fact, in this world, we all have social accounts, email accounts, cloud accounts. There are 8 billion people in the world right now, and there are 4.5 billion people with at least a social account. There are more email accounts than people. And what happens? It happens that we are living our lives more and more online. And 30 years ago, when we started living our lives online, we were just living them. Now we are starting to die also online. And what about all of our digital accounts that remain, that stay on the web even after our death? Facebook calculated in one census that in 2012 that there were only on Facebook 30 million people already dead 11 years ago. And the Oxford University calculated that by the end of the century, the dead users will be more than online alive users. So this is a big problem, you know, in society and for providers, and especially a human problem, because families are starting to face now this problem. Or rather, digital ghost, users who are dead users who are doomed to float on the web forever, and their parents, their brothers, their relatives, their friends cannot do anything about it. They don't have access and they cannot manage their profiles. Another thing is the pandemic has taught us that distance is a very big problem for the big moments in life. And that is one of the biggest moments in life too. Another thing is our will, or rather that people are starting to have awareness that our data will persist after our, of course, mortal life. So the obstacles for people to do something with their own accounts post-mortem, or the account of their beloved ones who are not here anymore, is facing emotional issues and they have to search for legal help to support them to obtain their digital inheritance, and site landing page or more online page. And this takes cost, time, and a lot. So how
Julia, sorry if I interrupt you, but we have some problems with the connection, and we can't follow, we can't listen. We can't. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? We can't listen because of the connection. Can you try to go out from the room and reconnect?
Okay.
And we can, you know, we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I tried to change the room. Maybe it was the room then. Okay, and I also tried the video, my video. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now,
okay,
yes.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I say that we have created Zephorum to help people obtain their digital inheritance and to commemorate their dearest ones who are dead now. How? With two main products: Rest in Privacy, which is a kind of a digital urn, or Rest in Public, which is a mausoleum or a tomb. Rest in Privacy helps people who want the right to oblivion, to be forgotten, to not be seen anymore after their death. And Rest in Public, the tomb, helps those ones who want to be remembered publicly. And so our platform has built up a webetary, which is a web cemetery, where we do the digital burial of the digital inheritance, or rather all the social accounts, email accounts, cloud accounts, all the contents published, produced, posted by a single user, which are a form of, this user's existence and identity. We do a digital burial that can be private, or rather just for the family, or public. And that can be seen, when it's public, it can be seen on our platform, on the webetary, and it can be visited. It can be managed by the family as much as they do on a normal real life cemetery. They can add photos, videos, contents. They can create events in memoriam of this person. Online events, obituaries, telegrams, everything becomes kind of as a social media about remembrance of dead people. And so these sites, these tombs, these memorial sites can be visited even by others. So not just by family, but even others can mourn, grieve, and send their thoughts to the family.
Thank you. Sorry if I interrupt you, Giulia. Thank you very much. We are running out of the time, but it's very interesting. And also, I will send you a link that is a program specific about your topics here in Italy. And I think that you can apply with your product. And if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, in this way.
It's the second one after yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry if I interrupt you. It's just to give the possibility to everyone, to pitch.
We are many people, of course. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Who is the next one? Sorry, guys, but I can't see the list of the people that are raising the hand. Go ahead, Geofrey.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Let me present my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Geoffrey. I'm presenting a startup called Kara. What we basically do is we're building electric bicycles that are, I would say, custom made for Africa. So when you look at the electric bicycles that you always see in Europe, or in the developed world, they are not tailored to the African context. So in Africa, you find a bicycle carrying more than 100 kilograms of load. You find that the bicycle is not the modern bicycle with disc brakes and all the fancy parts, but it's a bicycle that is the basic bicycle, a basic single-speed bicycle with a roadster type design. And these are the bicycles that have been on the African continent for more than 100 years and are still the most popular. So when we look at making these bicycles electric, we're basically, I would say, preserving that same serviceability, similar ease of use, and basically also keeping them low in terms of cost. So they are very affordable for Africans. So we are building these electric bicycles particularly for small businesses in Africa to deliver. In the developed world particularly, about $11 trillion of goods are basically traded in the informal market, and these businesses really lack options of how to deliver their goods to their customers. So we're basically building last mile delivery bicycles for small businesses. Our bicycles have a range of between 90 and 150 kilometers of range, with a maximum speed of 35 kilometers per hour. We sell them at about $1,000, and we also provide a financing option, so that the rider can buy the bicycle and can basically make a deposit and pay for the bicycle in installments as they make money using the asset. We are targeting the $25 billion global e-bike market, and in particular looking at the sub-Saharan African market to start with. Why now? Battery prices have really dropped over the past few years, and that has made electric bicycles the best solution for Africa compared to electric motorcycles in terms of cost. And really, bicycles don't need licenses, don't need a license to operate, can be ridden by a lot more youth, of which in Africa is the youngest population in the world. And there are a lot of unemployed youth who lack jobs, and most of them are going into e-commerce delivery and basically using motorcycles, which are very expensive. We're currently running a pilot where we've covered over 10,000 kilometers in testing over the past 4 to 5 months. We are running a pilot with the largest food delivery and e-commerce company in Africa, which is called Jumia. It's listed on the stock exchange, and also with Glovo, which is also one of the fastest growing food delivery startups. We're firstly targeting food delivery. We basically assemble the bicycles locally, and we are a team of 3 core team members. Our CTO is Pauline, who has over 10 years experience in electric vehicle manufacturing, and head of operations has experience working with electric mobility operations and marketing, and parts after sales for the automotive sector. We are looking for about $300,000 in convertible debt to launch our bikes, produce the initial number of bicycles, and then scale up over the next 1 year. My name is Geofrey, and that's Kara. I can share my LinkedIn profile.
Thank you very much, Geofrey. Very interesting. And please share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, so everyone can reach out to you directly. Also, if not yet, join the Get Investors platform, and I think that you can find some interesting tools and free resource to increase your business as fast as you can. If Simone is ready.
Sorry, but I can pitch. My English is not so skilled to pitch in front of you.
No worry.
No, I'm proving my English, but I'm not able as you.
If you want, you can pitch also, because you are already on the platform. I know. So
yeah,
if you want.
Next time is my pleasure, but now is for me.
No worry. I just because guys, I can't see the list of the rise of the hand. I don't know why. If you can raise your hand, please. In this way, I can just see who is. Yeah, Marek, go ahead.
Yeah, hello everyone. You should start seeing my screen any moment.
Yeah.
Cool, great. So I'm Marek. I'm from
Just got
Carmine.
back.
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hi, I'm Marek. I'm from Carmine Finance, and we're building a risk platform on blockchain. There are several steps to build the risk platform to solve several user problems. There are a few things that we identified, and those are volatility and price drops of the crypto assets, illiquidity and unusability of LP tokens. At the moment, what's coming up quite a lot is unstable value of game commodities and game assets. And especially important for us is basically non-existence of on-chain insurance. Getting to on-chain insurance requires several steps. Initial one that we identified is building an options AMM, which will be used for hedging all of the specific insurance on chain. And we already have this prepared, and we are testing this with the users as we speak. Next step is to, on top of the options AMM, we will build the insurance itself. So you can imagine that, let's say you want to insure your house against flooding in let's say Prague. You will sign the smart contract, pay for the insurance. The insurer will lock in capital to guarantee the payment for the insured person. They will themselves or himself hedge against the height of the river in Prague. And lastly, they will use the insurance to get some capital out to be able to repeat the cycle. And that's quite simply what we're building and what we started. I'm Marek. We're called Carmine Finance. And if you're interested, you can reach out or ask whatever you want to ask.
Thank you very much, Marek. I would like, and now I will send you my LinkedIn profile. If you join the Get Investors platform, I don't know if you already have an account or not. Consider that we have a vertical specific about the InsurTech. And I also personally know one of the managing director or one of the biggest fund in the world, basically, that is Plug and Play, that she is specific and interested only about the InsurTech. So I would like to make a warm intro if you want.
That would be amazing. Cool. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. If you want to go ahead, Andy.
Okay.
And later, Francesco.
Let me bring up my screen. Share screen.
We can see Andy. If
Yeah.
you can share
can you see
now,
the screen?
Yeah, now it's starting.
Let me see. I cannot see it. Okay. Yeah, the topic.
Yeah,
the
now
project
yes.
is replacing. Okay. The project is replacing blockchain with an architectural secure system. I'm Andy Deng, NT. As you can see, I am not American. I came from China, from Taiwan. And my company is Advanced Real-Time Concept Chip, and the project name is Replacing Blockchain Technology with an Architectural Secure System. I'm looking for partners, okay? And ever since 2003, AES tried to come up, and America needs National Institute Standard Technology. They try to choose which encryption decryption algorithm they need. So they before the AES came up, I got a Marek code of AES, so I play around with it with FPGA, free programmable gate array, which is hardware, and I discovered that I can use AES and replace the single key AES with thousands of keys in one data file. Okay, and that is called fast key switching crypto engine. And ever since 2009, blockchain came up, I found that could be a big competitor for my design, for my system. So I tried to investigate deep in blockchain, and I discovered that, blockchain is much not secure than my design. So I keep on applying my patent applications. So I got 2 patents, 2003 and 2021. That's the reason why. As many news reported, in 2001, blockchain became very hot among research institution and government and financial institution.
Andy, sorry if I interrupt you. You are running out of the time. You have just 30 seconds left, just to let you know.
Okay. In 2021, Google, BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, they invest more than $1 billion for blockchain. And worldwide, central bank digital currency, central bank, they invest in blockchain, trying to use blockchain to come up with their digital currency, but they don't have any fixed technology yet. And Q Bank bet $50 trillion business using blockchain technology to support the supply chain. And it seems that blockchain is unlimited. But
thank you, Andy. Sorry if I interrupt you. It's just to give the possibility to everyone to pitch. You are running out of the time. Remember that just to everyone have maximum 3 minutes speech each one, just to have the opportunity to pitch. And if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, in this way, it's.
I would like to, if you have any questions, I can answer it. Yeah.
Sure. Share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, so everyone that is interested, in this topic, just to make a partnership or something like that, he can connect to you directly. Francesco from Helios Fund, if you can prepare in the meantime.
Okay.
If someone want to pitch after Francesco, just raise the hand in the meantime. Just to make more dynamic, the... When you are ready, Francesco, you can...
Okay. Try to share my screen. Trying to figure it out. Okay. Try that. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yeah, now yes.
Yeah. So, hello everybody. I'm Francesco. I am the founder of Helios Fund. Helios Fund, as you can see, is a first fintech on Web3. It has always the main challenges which cause the great divide between traditional investors and crypto investors. Meaning that the 2 big challenges are the lack of trust of digital assets and the huge volatility. And these two things deter traditional investors. And I mean, there is a big gap to be bridged. And we thought to do that by engineering the MiFi protocol, a protocol of mining finance. It is a way to issue to the traditional investors some mining devices that are physical assets, which are going to be perceived as more trustworthy as compared to some currency in the space. And also they will beat the volatility, because every mining operation has a break-even point. Moreover, altcoin mining, which we mostly do, has a lower, bigger reward ratio, meaning that the profitability price is lower, so there is more room. All of this rapid is a big incentive for the traditional investor to try to step in the crypto space. Our team is pretty diverse and skilled. We have some people, engineers who build work for hedge funds from New York, some pure miners, and graduates in economics who work in DEX, lawyers, etc. So there is also
30 seconds, Francesco. Sorry.
30 seconds. So yeah, we have a mining section, crypto to Bitcoin rebalancement, smart portfolio rebalancing, and the DeFi stacking layer. So from mining to DeFi, the MiFi protocol. Our end goal is to issue our token based on the mining devices and the BTC held, and to produce a new fintech, insurtech layer on top of this engine, which has been built. It's a long-term project, but we start from mining in a safe and profitable way. I use fund is safe, profitable, and useful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Francesco. Sorry, I know that when it's pitching time, the fly is really running. And also for you that are you working the insurtech, if you want, like Marek, I can in the platform you can basically you can find a vertical specific about insurtech, so you can connect with a lot of companies that are working your same vertical. And also, if you want, I can introduce to this person that is specific about the insurtech, and she is working in a very big fund, and one of the vertical that they are focusing is the insurtech. So if you want, I can just share your screen, your LinkedIn profile in the chat, so everyone can reach out to you directly. And who is the next? Because I can see the list of the raised hand, guys. If you can raise your hand. If you did, just do it again, please, because I can see the list. There was Federico Strollo, maybe, that she raised the hand before.
No, I'm just listening. I'm not pitching.
Okay.
If I raise my hand, it was by mistake. I apologize.
Okay. No worry.
No, I'm on mobile phone, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So
no problem. If you want to raise your hand, guys, because I can't see the list. I don't know why. I have to check this. Who is the next one? Just seeing, if I can find the list of the raised hand in the meantime. Otherwise, guys, we can just close the chat. Roberto, you would like to continue the pitch?
If I can have 1 minute, because I cannot conclude earlier. In 1 minute, I will finish it.
Okay, just because in the meantime, if someone want to raise the hand,
okay,
yeah, you can go ahead in the meantime, Roberto.
Thank you very much. Sorry for being late in the previous one. What I wanted to add is, okay, the team, which is very, very short, but a few people with a lot of experience and a lot of partners I'm working with. I also have an advisory board which supports me and during some dinners. What I have already done is I have established a company last year. I have raised 80,000 euro with family, friends, and friends. Brand name registration. There is a landing page you can visit. That's the address, and I have a proof of concept of the app and working on the OCR solution testing for getting information. I'm also the project is on the is in an international marketing lab at the Insubria University in Varese, and some 12 students are working on it. What I'm looking for is for the funding is 150K to complete the app, the web app, data management, testing with early adopters, marketing communication plan, and getting commitment by point of sales shops and companies. And this will allow the company to get to the point where I will be ready for the go-to-market and for the additional funding. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you very much, Roberto. If you can share the LinkedIn profile in the chat, guys. If in the meantime, if there is someone that want to pitch, please raise your hand, because I can't see the list of the raised hand. So just raise your hand. Don't be shy. It's super informal event. The goal is to make direct connection. So if no one know what are you working about, is super hard to make direct connection. So don't be shy. Just raise your hands. Otherwise, we can just close the event if there is no one, because I can see the list. I don't know why. Yeah, Enrique, go ahead. And after Reso.
Just give me a second to share my screen.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm switching over to my computer to share it better. Maybe someone else can start while I set this up.
Yeah, we can go with the Reso in the meantime.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, listen, if you gentlemen or anyone in the chat can scroll up probably about 2 or 3 inches. I shared a jam file up above, higher in the chat. You're going to have to scroll back to find it. I'm not going to keep this too long because I really don't want to make this whole thing about me, but what I have to share with the world is going to be rather shocking, okay? In no uncertain terms and with absolute 100% commitment and veracity to my claim, I am the next successor to Nikola Tesla. The UFOs and the UAPs that you guys have seen in the mainstream media for the past year, this is the CTP energy science they use to modulate the CTP gravitic forces. We can travel the universe. If this company is backed and our vision is supported, we will be capable of intergalactic space travel within less than 15 years. You can look to my LinkedIn, please, and follow me there if you have any questions. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Reso. If I can give you just a super quick tips, if you have just a couple of slides, for example, but it's easier to follow your pitch, and could be very useful, especially for you, because the people can understand quickly and easily what are you working about, and easy to reach out to you. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat in the meantime, for example, I would like to discover more. In the meantime, if thank you, Reso. If Enrique is ready. Enrique?
Yes, I'm trying to join, but not accepted. I'm sending again a request to join my computer. It says asking to be let in.
In the back, there is like a back, like a square. Now we are watching your phone, by your screen, by your phone.
Yeah. We should join this. So I don't know who has the admin to join, if they can approve me. Just send another one. Yeah, I don't have a way to share my slides if I don't get approved. So I guess I'll just tell you guys what we're working on. Yeah, I'm working. I'm lead front-end developer of RT, and this is basically the next experience of gamification on chat. So it's basically a game that runs on an augmented environment that is cross social chat services, for example, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram. It currently works on them. It's a working demo, and basically it's a game that is a skill game on which you guess the words that some image represents, and these this is quite challenging because you have some life that you have to like not waste trying to guess, and you might lose, but don't worry, you have opportunities to guess every day, so you can get it right the next time. And if you lose, well, we tell you which one it was, so you can actually know the answer. So I can do a quick demo of this of the Telegram gracias, of the Telegram chatbot, and yeah, that'll be the presentation because I don't have access to the big slides to be shared properly. So okay, let me know if you can see my screen right now.
Yeah.
1 second, it's loading. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
1 minute left.
Yeah, that'll be enough. Okay, I just say hello to RT, and it displays automatically and gives me the day RT, and gives me the rules, the stats, whatever. I just try to guess. So let's say promotion, like like about to graduate. Okay, no, paper. So maybe a man or a guy. Okay, I lost, but it was a sticky note graduate robot, and this is basically images that are generated using AI art services online. So yeah, they generate this, and this is what we use for the guessing part. And yeah, I have to play again tomorrow, and I can challenge friends, play again, have clues for the DRT, etc. And yeah, it's how it works. This works like this on Instagram, on Messenger, on WhatsApp. So it's cross-platform. So yeah, that's why I mentioned at the beginning that it's augmented gamification experience, cross chat applications. So yeah, that's the feature of games. Yeah. Why a game? Well, the games market is a $200 billion market, so it's a huge market. So it has potential in the future to become bigger. So that's why it's why it was chosen.
Thank you very much, Enrique. If also for you in the Get Investors platform, we have a vertical specific about gamification and gaming in general, also entertainment, and there are a lot of companies that are working in this space. So if you want to connect with them based on your topics, naturally, it will be glad. You can also filter by country or by nations, by country or by industry, and you can reach out directly. If you want,
I will leave you the link.
Yeah, also the link in the chat, please.
That's the RT Live as well.
Who is the next one that want to pitch? Just raise your hand because I don't see the list of the raise hand. I don't know why. I have to check this. But if someone want to pitch, don't be shy. The goal is just to make a direct connection.
I have a question, Gianpaolo,
Yeah, sure.
regarding the platform GETINVESTORS.ai. How does the process work for you? Like you search investors there?
Yeah, there are. Consider that at the moment we have already we collect data from the web, and because like, the matchmaking, to make the match, you need founders from one hand and investors from the other hand, and based on the parameters, imagine like on Tinder, for example, okay. Based on the parameter of the search, you can have a lot of results based on your industry, on your country that you are targeting, for example, and you can have a list of the companies that are working in your same space. If you are searching for startup, you will find a list of companies that are working in your space. If you are looking for investor, you can find a list of the investors that are interested and focused in your industry. Naturally, we are inserting all different filters. For example, like the stage of the company, if it's pre-seed, early stage, or first round, round A, B, etc. And also the same happen also from the investor side. If I am, for example, if I am the founding manager of one investor fund that is looking for a pre-seed startup, I don't care about the Series A and vice versa. Yeah. That's why. And are you a founder?
Yes, I am. I have an e-commerce store for bio-natural products here in Colombia. So cool. That's what I was asking. Yeah.
In the biotech?
No, not biotech. It's just an e-commerce, but it's for sustainable products that here in the Colombian market is not very broad, so there's a lot of field to work with.
Cool. If could be interesting, I have very close friends that is running an e-commerce only for sustainable products. She's very smart. She's very active in the topic, and I would like to make a direct connection. I will, if you send me the LinkedIn request tomorrow, I will make direct connection. She was planning to pitch today, but she's on the train, so because of the connection, was not possible to. But I will make direct connection.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. I wish you a good evening. If today here in Berlin is evening, and if there is no one raise hand, I will send you the invitation for the next events that will be probably in the middle of the February. And just the normal recommendation: be prepared when you have to pitch. Try, in front of a mirror. Recording help a lot to stay in time, and also to to improve the explanation of the problems and the solution and about your products. It was a pleasure hosting all of you, and I wish you good evening, everyone, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.